are absolutely horrified of this, as playing a healthy New York Knicks team already has the Indiana Pacers terrified, and we are going to discuss some of the areas where the Pacers have already admitted they just will not be able to keep up with the New York Knicks. This is absolutely insane. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as we always do. And guys, if you're part of that 72% that's not subscribed to Knicks Digest, what are you doing, man? This is the place for all New York Knicks content. You guys have been killing it with the subs recently. We're closing in on 15,000 subscribers to Knicks Digest. That's the goal to hit before these playoffs end, so help us get there. Make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying the content and watching these videos. But let's jump into it. Rick Carlisle just admitted that he's terrified of the New York Knicks now that they're healthy and now that they have the personnel to beat them, because not all of them are injured. And this is absolutely insane to look at, because the New York Knicks, as we all know, last year got eliminated by the Indiana Pacers in 7 games, a series that by the end of it, the only starters the Knicks had left were Donte DiVincenzo and Isaiah Hartenstein. Mind you, Hartenstein was there, but Mitchell Robinson was not due to an injury. The Knicks, had they gone on to the next round and all the injuries still happened, they would have started a lineup of Deuce McBride, Donte DiVincenzo, Alec Burks, Precious Achiuwa, and Hartenstein, and their bench would have been like Jericho Sims and Shake Milton. That's how injured this team was. The Knicks were decimated last year, but now have come back with a vengeance and have come back way healthier and a new look squad that is prepared to take down the Indiana Pacers. And Carlisle even talked about how they just can't keep up in some areas, saying it's a daunting problem. They have a real system for rebounding, and when they get second chance points, their efficiency levels are unprecedentedly high. That's going to be an enormous key to the series. Mitchell Robinson's productivity as a rebounder is really quite remarkable. 4 offensive rebounds and tip outs, another 3, 4, 7, 8 extra possessions. It's a major factor. The other guy people don't talk enough about is Achiuwa, another big. He can crash and generate great possessions. Now, when Rick Carlisle, shown here, made that quote, there was something about it. The end of it, when he talked about Precious Achiuwa, Pacers fans like, oh, he's playing 4D chess. We scored on Achiuwa well. And Precious Achiuwa did not have a great series against the Indiana Pacers. I'm not going to sit here and debate that. But Mitchell Robinson would have, had he was at all healthy. Thanks, Joel Embiid. But he was not. And because he was not, he struggled, though everyone knows how good Mitchell Robinson is, and everyone knows how not good the Indiana Pacers are at rebounding the basketball. The Pacers have struggled mightily to rebound the ball throughout the regular season and the playoffs, and as long as they play with speed, it gets ignored. However, with the New York Knicks, you can't ignore it, because the Knicks are going to win the rebound battle. They're going to come out in a true 2 big man set at a lot of points, and it's going to cause the Pacers real trouble going into this series. Now look, Mitchell Robinson is a special kind of talent. He is averaging the most offensive rebounds per minute ever in a postseason in a minimum of 200 minutes, as he's getting 0.2 rebounds per minute. Or offensive rebounds per minute. That's insane. Think about how many offensive rebounds happen for a team in a game. Now, per minute, Mitchell Robinson's getting a rebound, an offensive rebound, 1/5 of the time. That's nuts. Mitchell Robinson is getting an offensive rebound every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes that Mitchell Robinson is out there, he's getting an offensive rebound. That comes to, per 36 minutes, an average of 7.2 rebounds per game. Unfathomable that Mitchell Robinson or anyone could do that. So it really shows how dangerous Mitchell Robinson is. And what we know is that the Pacers do not like having to face this Knicks team right now, because as Brad Henshin mentioned, look, individually, the Knicks have 4 players averaging at least 5 rebounds per game in the playoffs, headlined by Karl-Anthony Towns at 11.3, Josh Hart at 8.5, and Mitchell Robinson by 6.8. Those players are heavy on the boards, as Miles Turner said, highlighting their value in generating extra possessions. New York ranks total in possessions, second in total possessions this season, this postseason. I couldn't read there. And then Turner said, you can't overstate the importance of rebounding. Wow, I struggled. But as Turner also said, it's a hard-nosed team. They dictate the pace of the game and are going to play a half-court style. They have heart and all those guys who do the dirty work. we have our work cut out for us. This is not the same Pacers team a year ago was confident going up against an injured, depleted Knicks team. They understand they're in danger. This is a team that is a real threat. This is a healthy Knicks team, something they did not have to deal with last year. They were dealing with a lot of guys who were coming in and replacing others because of injuries. And because of that, the Pacers are not ready for what this matchup will entail between them and the New York Knicks. And I am really excited to see it. I think people are still undervaluing how good the Knicks are and how dangerous this team really is, especially against a team like the Indiana Pacers. So I love this so far. I love everything that's going on with all this talk as of right now. I'm a big fan of what we're seeing. And look, it's going to continue to happen. We're going to continue to see this New York Knicks team be able to get down and dirty with the Pacers. We've seen that thus far. I mean, you look at Mitchell Robinson's impact once again when it comes to the rebounding. The on-the-court numbers against Boston, he was getting 18.1 positive net rating for that team. Meanwhile, the Knicks net rating with Mitchell Robinson off the court was minus 11.9. So it's clear that Mitchell Robinson is all the difference maker. And Robinson, in that series, he averaged 8 rebounds, nearly 5 points, and a steal per game as well. Casually having multiple games over 5 offensive rebounds, which is so impressive and important for this Knicks team. And this doesn't stop there. You look at the Knicks in a general sense, their offensive rebound percentage was second in the league in this last series. 8th was the Pacers. That's a problem. The Pacers aren't getting second chances. The Knicks routinely are. The Knicks are able to make it so that they're going to get second chance points, and if they force the Pacers to miss, the Knicks are going to get the rebound, and the Pacers, they likely won't, as the Pacers' rebound percentage was last place in the second round, while the Knicks were third. We saw the Cavs out-rebound the Pacers, and yes, the Pacers still won the series, but the Knicks, they're not having to deal with 3 injuries to their 3 best players, knock on wood. That's the difference here, is that the Cavs lost all 3 of their best players due to injury. The Knicks didn't. They're all there. They're all healthy. And they could all shoot the ball just as well, or close to just as well as the Pacers. And that scares them. This team is built. I know they were built to beat the Boston Celtics. That's why they were built. In the process, they were also made so that they would beat the Indiana Pacers with ease. Whether it was an idea of Leon Rose's in his head that he knew that, or if it was just an added bonus, it's the case. Mikal on Halliburton, and you don't let anyone else help on Halliburton, so you protect those threes from coming in, and you just have Mikal Bridges guard him. You put Halliburton on an island and make him try to score on Mikal. You have OG on Pascal Siakam. You have Mitchell Robinson getting those boards. You have Brunson on Nesmith hiding there, and then you stick Towns on Nembhard, or you switch Towns and Brunson and have Brunson on Nembhard, which I actually like better, Brunson on Nembhard and Towns on Nesmith. It will work beautifully. Now, obviously, Josh Hart will start these games, and there's a good argument that he shouldn't, but he will, so he'll guard one of Nembhard or Nesmith, and Towns will just guard Miles Turner. Completely doable like Karl-Anthony Towns as well. Turner prefers to play on the perimeter. That's where Towns is best at defense. It still works. So the Knicks find themselves in an excellent situation here, which is perfect for them. Now, diving back into more stuff, SNY mentioned that where Robinson's impact will be felt the most is on the defensive end. His ability to be a deterrent at the rim cleans up so much for New York's defense. In 222 minutes with Robinson on the floor, the Knicks are allowing just 101.3 points per 100 possessions, which would rank first among all 16 playoff teams. The Knicks can employ a drop coverage defending the pick and roll, but Robinson also showed at times that he can defend some perimeter players in isolation on switches. He's been able to cover significant amount of ground, which is helpful, making him more than just a plodding rim protector. There might be times where we see Robinson switched on to Halliburton, and it's a matter of if Mitch can stay there, and so far he's proven he can. And the Knicks gather 39% of missed shots in the playoffs when Mitchell Robinson's on the floor. Pacers are a mediocre rebounding team. They're not mediocre. They're bad. The Knicks, particularly Jalen Brunson, are money on shots off second chances, as Rick Carlisle mentioned. It's vital for this Knicks team. And on top of all that, the Pacers were out-rebounded 56-37 on the 8th, once again exposing their major weakness. They were 28th in rebounding in the regular season and 29th in offensive rebounding. Something to address in the offseason. It's difficult to overcome when you're not shooting well. So the Knicks' game plan is clear. You force missed shots. And that's it. Because you force missed shots, the Knicks, they do what they do on offense. They work the switches. They get those second and third chances because the Pacers can't rebound the ball. They're going to win this series. That's what's going to happen. And the craziest part about this is when they win this series, that means they go to the NBA Finals. This isn't going to the next round. This is going to the finals, guys. Let it sink in. They should win this. They really should, and I expect them to win this as well. And Mitchell Robinson's one of the biggest reasons why. We've seen the two-man lineup of Cat and Robinson work against the Celtics. They have to employ it against the Pacers. The two-man lineup against the Celtics had Cat and Robinson with a net rating of 9 points in 45 minutes. And in 130 minutes, when it was Cat and Josh Hart, they were minus 11. And on top of that, in the 110 minutes that Robinson had been on the floor in the Celtics series, the Knicks outscored them by 26 points. But when he was off, the Celtics outscored the Knicks by 61. This is when you start Mitchell Robinson. This is when you play Mitchell Robinson a lot more because he will alter the Indiana Pacers and they will find themselves in serious, serious trouble. And the Knicks will be able to go to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999. But let me know what you guys think about this. Are the Knicks going to win this? Give me your series predictions. What are your key factors to the Knicks beating the Pacers? Let me know all that in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, guys, and go Knicks.